Hello and welcome back. I hope my singing didn't scare you all away. I just thought, hey, you know what? Let's do something fun. Just to change it up a little bit and hopefully lighten the mood. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into the news, as always. So here we go. The first, we're gonna start off with a couple of renewals of seasons, two mainly. And first one's gonna be that time I was reincarnated as a slime. So if you're into that anime, it's getting to season 2. Really, really weird. It's kind of like in the isekai, kind of like that kind of genre. And pretty much it's exactly what it sounds like. Guy dies and he's reincarnated as a blue slime and whatever, and he's off of this fantasy genre world and this and that. It was actually really popular. But so season 2 is coming this year. The first half is going to air October 2020. It's going to have a couple episodes out. Then the second half is going to air in April of 2021. So, they're going to split this season a bit and, just give it time. And obviously, you're going to get your subs and then your dubs and all that. So that's coming this year. Also, the second half of Rick and Morty season 2 drops May 3rd, right around the corner. So you all know we've been waiting around for that for a little bit. So it's going to be dropping soon. So with those two out of the way, continuing on with the news. Wizards of the Coast. So for you game nerds out there, they're the ones that are in charge of like Magic and D&D and all that stuff. Well, they just announced they're going to do a collaboration between Magic Gathering and Godzilla. Yeah, so the way that's going to work out is they're going to include 16 of the Godzilla characters in the new Lair of the Behemoth deck. I mean, the art looks amazing, looks really cool, really sweet. And it's actually going to have 3 extra cards in the 3 exclusive cards in Japan. So be on the lookout because those are going to be worth a lot. And if you're into collecting these cards for, the value and whatever, and you're looking for one that's going to be worth a lot, keep an eye out for the Space Godzilla card. Okay, I'm telling you now. The full name on that card is Space Godzilla Death Corona. Obviously, the design of the cards came out months ago before all this mess started. So, Wizards said they're going to go ahead and reprint the card. They're going to hold back some of the cards, and that version of Space Godzilla is not going to be, included in the in any reprinting of the decks. So keep an eye out for that one. And the last little bit, real quick tidbit I want to talk about, were actually rumors leaking around for so this year is going to be Super Mario's 35th anniversary. So at first they were saying they were going to remaster Mario 64, Sunshine and Galaxy for the Switch, but they're actually going to come out into their own collector's editions. So they will be ported to the Switch, but it's not going to be a remaster or remake or whatever. They're just bringing it over. And I mean, it'd be kind of cool to have 64 remastered. We did kind of get a bit of a remaster back in I think the days of maybe the DS. We got Super Mario 64 by 4, and that was actually kind of cool game because you got to play as Mario and Luigi, and you can also play as Wario and I believe Yoshi, and each one had they had their strengths to each world, and choosing one over the other to play a certain world or whatever would net you extra stars and extra power-ups. Really, really cool stuff. So I mean, it'd be cool to see that again. But I think we're just going to get a straight port of the original 64, which, I mean, come on, you can spend hours trying to collect all those stars and all that stuff, and who can forget the music? My favorite was always the first battle with Bowser. That was just it was actually kind of a cool little funky beat that went on with that one. It was pretty cool. But I didn't play Sunshine, and Lovely Assistant's actually just totally obsessed with Galaxy. She played and finished that one. That's another one I didn't actually get to. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get to the main meat and potatoes of tonight's episode, and actually have a special guest with me today. Would you like to say hello? Yes, that's right. That's the studio dog here, Harley. She's got her own Instagram page too and all that stuff. We'll get to all that at the end, but yeah, she's here keeping me company while Lovely Assistant's actually away doing some work. She's doing some I guess you can say charity work. She's over here making a face mask and everything so she can get them out to friends and family, and they're really cool designs, Darth Vader and sushi and stuff like that. They look really cool. So she's busy working away on the sewing machine with that one. So tonight it's just me and Harley here. But anyways, yesterday we got our first look at the brand new PS5 controller, and honestly it looks really great. It's really cool looking. I'm not personally I'm not digging the white and black look of it all, but you know what, it's really cool because that's actually the first time that PlayStation has released with the dual color control like that. It's actually really cool. So it looks like the whole thing is all white, and then the trigger buttons are gonna be black, the thumbstick's gonna be black, the whole bottom area is gonna be black like that. It's really cool. But some of the features that they announced, it's actually really cool. It's gonna have a built-in microphone, and so they're calling the controller the DualSense. So no more DualShock. DualShock 4 is going to end with PS4, so the new one's going to be called DualSense, and so it's going to have a built-in mic, and it's for letting players jump into chats and whatever without having a headset, and it's actually located right between the thumbsticks. So honestly, I think that's going to be a problem later on down the line when you're trying to chat and you're playing at the same time. Obviously, you're gonna have to play with the remote up to your face, and you're moving the thumbsticks. You're gonna hear clicking and clacking the whole time. So, they might have to fix that issue. But the other cool thing is the PlayStation button actually is it's not an actual button, but it's just the outline of the logo. It looks really cool actually. And then right under that's the microphone, and actually above the logo is gonna be the speaker. So. We have the speaker in the DualShock 4, so I think this is actually, the speaker might be pretty good. It's gonna be nice and loud. Like I said, my main concern is that little microphone. But the other thing we're going to get is haptic feedback, which we've had on I believe Xbox for a while. And that's advanced rumble, so they're going to be able to have low rumble speeds and high rumble speeds for depending on whatever's happening on the screen at the time. So we're going to get that feeling of trying to drive your car through the mud and just having the tires slide around. So it's going to be really cool. The other big thing that's going to come out with this remote is going to be adaptive triggers. Now it's going to be the L2 and R2 buttons, and so from what I hear, it's going to be little actuators in the actual buttons. And so when you're playing, depending on what you're playing, you're actually going to be able to feel tension in those buttons while you're playing. So say you're trying to shoot a bow and arrow, when you click let's say R2, your firing button, you're gonna be able to squeeze and feel like the pressure pushing back on you as you're pulling the bow, or maybe if you're playing a game and your weapon's getting rusted and jammed, you're probably gonna feel that button freeze up a bit. So again, pretty cool. It's innovative. We haven't really seen stuff like that really in the remotes. The other thing, depending, some of you might have, I remember earlier when the PS4 came out, I used to love sharing my videos and pics of gameplay from Star Wars Battlefront onto my Facebook, and so we can do that with the share button. So in a sense, the share button is going away, but at the same time it's not. It's actually going to be improved. It's going to be called the create button now. So they haven't released too much information. All it says is that the create button is replacing the share button, so it's going to be in the same position, and it's going to help create epic gameplay content to share with the world. So probably it's going to have the same functionality, probably long press for a photo, double click to start recording, double click to stop, and then press in is going to take you to your whole share library or whatever. So it's probably going to be something similar to that, but it's probably going to have more options, and probably it's going to give us the ability to share to different probably to different social media, so probably YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. Probably Facebook, who knows, because I know they took that off of the PS4, so maybe they'll put it back, who knows. But that's going to be pretty fun too, because especially when you're playing like GTA or Red Dead, you always get those really random like things that happen. It's just like sometimes it's like so hard to like, no one's gonna believe you. You know, like in GTA, if you make that jump or you flip the vehicle or whatever, no one's gonna believe you. You have to record it, this and that. So you know, there's always something random and funny happening. So that's really cool that that's options on there. You know, the next big thing is they're actually changing the shape of the remote a little bit. It's looking a little rounder. You know, not as angular as maybe the DualShock 4, and so you know, it's designed to. It's designed to look smaller without being smaller. You know, it's a weird design, and so they're changing the control, the angle of the hand triggers, and they're updating the grip. So you know, this is supposed to be Sony's most comfortable control that they've created. So you know, we'll see more about that, you know, in the future when it comes out. And the other thing is the charger is going to be from the pictures it looks like it's going to be a USB-C port, so that's pretty interesting. You know, a lot of things are going over to USB-C now, so you know, that's a good change of pace. I believe the last one was micro USB, so you know, we're going to have that to look forward to. I believe it says it's going to be dropping on, well, it just says holiday 2020. So, and Sony has stated that, you know, all the current events in the world, they're not going to affect the release of the PlayStation 5. So, you know, it's scheduled to come out holiday season. They're hoping it's going to drop, and they're hoping nothing's going to really stop it. So, I mean, honestly, I'm really excited for PS5. I'm a Sony fanboy. I've tried playing Xbox. I tried the Xbox One. For whatever reason, it wasn't for me. You know, I lost interest in Halo and Gears of War a while ago, so that really wasn't keeping me there anymore. And so, you know, honestly, I've been playing PlayStation for so freaking long that, you know, that's what I'm used to. So between that and my Switch, that's kind of taking up all my time right now. But other than that, you know, we're gonna keep it short and sweet today, guys. You know, just want to get that news out to you. You know, hit us up. You know, same as always, like the video, share, subscribe, leave us a comment. What do you think? Have you seen the new design of the PS5 control? You know, the DualSense, you know, all white with the black. And actually, real quick, if you noticed, they moved the position of the controller light. It's actually going to be on top of the control. It's going to be, you know, lit up right there. So it's actually really attractive looking, almost like some kind of Apple product. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. You know, as always, follow us on our socials. You can follow me at the PokéTrooper. You can follow Dr. Snake at Los Sneakers. We have the page for the show. It's going to be the Empire of Nerd Pod. There's a period in between. And Harley, you have anything you want to say? Okay, so just in case you didn't understand that, you know, obviously not. But if you want to follow Harley at her page on Instagram, it's going to be a Harley Quinn _ the Boss Interior. And sad to say, but even between my page, Dr. Snake's page, and the podcast page combined, we don't have more followers than this damn dog has more followers than all of us combined. So yeah, anyways, enough comparing myself with the dog. That'll be it. So, you know, I hope everything's going good for you guys. You know, as always, reach out to each other, stay safe, wash your hands, and you know what, maybe we'll shoot another video, another podcast later on this week. So until then, smell you later, nerds.